Board Member McGuire.
So at the risk of sounding a little crass, I'm going to try this, and that is that this has taken far too long. And I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way. And I don't mean to say that there's not anyone here who's doing their work as best as possible to get this completed. But I've been spending a lot of time reflecting lately, and one of those reflections is, the fact that I've been on the board a little over 6 years now, and I think I can count on one hand the number of water right enforcement matters that have come to the board, and I suspect that there's probably a lot more out there that warrant action in some form or another. And what we've seen here is actually that the water right holder, through this process, I think, in large part, has been willing to collaborate and willing to make changes to their use of water and their practices in a very positive way. And I've heard that from another number of the commenters today, and that was actually really encouraging. And it's a testament to the effectiveness of our system when it's working. And part of the AHO's, the Administrative Hearing Office's core, the reason it exists, actually, is to expedite water rights enforcement cases. And so it's not, and it was interesting. I appreciated Mr. Lilly's comments on this. And, one of my first conversations I had with him was on this very issue of, how can we move this process along faster and more efficiently and more effectively. And so I just want to thank everyone for bringing this here today. For all of those reasons, I'm comfortable with the order. I think it's appropriate given the information that was presented at the hearing some years ago. But I think our understanding has changed, and I think our priorities continue to evolve, and our awareness of the challenges about how heavy a lift it is to implement protective flows on streams is something we're all very cognizant of. And so I think the discussion has been really helpful for me today, and it's a lens that I think I'm going to be bringing to future matters when they come across that's something that's been considered. And I don't think it's always appropriate. There's lots of beneficial uses of water. And so this is really a balancing. It's not an all or none, right? It's based on the evidence. It's based on the history. It's based on priority. There's a lot that weighs into this, but nonetheless, it's something that's very fundamental to our mission, and I take it very seriously. So I just wanted to echo that and support the other board members' comments on that issue. And beyond that, I'm comfortable with the order as it is today to move forward rather than some other option.